We got our own Clika. Strong Clika.
Clika. Clika. Clika. That's all we got is Clika. Clika. Clika.
Can you respect?
Welcome to Clika Podcast, episode 52, and we have a special guest. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Vocals, David, Cangrena.
Backing vocals, lead guitars, Cangrena, Sal.
Drummer of Cangrenas, Hector.
Who's missing?
We're missing Oscar, others.
And the other vocalist, Sal.
Yeah. Oscar's a guitar player.
Oh yeah, I'm Rick.
I'm Bago.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome, guys.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We also got Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Next time, Gadget.
There you go.
So where does your
Don't make me
guy
bust
just
out
got
the
it?
Shaggy.
Fucking
Yeah,
Joker
the clock.
name.
It's a straight Joker name, dude.
With the fucking hand and shit. You only see the hand on it.
Yeah, he'll probably be our guest vocalist on the next album.
What was that cat's name, dude?
What, Dr. Claw?
The
Dr.
cat?
Claw?
No, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the name of the fucking cat? I always say Azrael, but that's fucking the Smurfs cat.
Gargamel's fucking cat.
We'll figure it out eventually. Just fucking say it out of
Now
nowhere.
we're talking a
Destro.
fucking cartoon
shit,
show.
So how'd you guys come up with your name?
Cangrena was given to us by one of our friends, in the Los Angeles scene back in 1990, because they couldn't decide on the name, so... And that's how the band was, conceived through the fucking womb of Gore back in 1990.
Oh yeah, dude. That's how long you guys been around, 1990?
Yeah, pretty much. I had been in the scene for a while too, and like I said, I tried out for Menstrual, but I ended up going with these guys, witnessing them at East LA College, opening up for Death Cult. So I just knew there was something different about the band, totally, sound wise. And that's how we linked up. And the original lineup is Oscar on guitars, Gabriel drums, Jesse bass, Angel vocals, and they had Danny on guitar, but for some reason he didn't work out, and I was the last original member to join.
What was it about the band that made you join them?
They just had something different, So a totally different, unorthodox style. When I saw them, just the way the rhythms were, because they opened in East LA College that night. They were the first band playing, and it just something about it,
Yeah.
just
Different
hit
vibe.
me. Like I said, growing up, I've always been open-minded and listened to all kinds of music. So as I was, already in the Los Angeles death metal scene, I was trying to hone my craft and be like, I'd always check out different bands like Catalepsy and Dominion, and I always noticed their different sound. But these guys were, for some reason, they had melody, they had really brutal stuff, and of course the first thing that I saw them was a vocalist, because he had like frog vocals, you know what I mean? So the first thing I thought, oh damn, he reminds me of Jack from Entity or Oreo. So that's how we hooked up.
And what style do you guys like to be called? Death, grindcore?
We just put a moniker, just homicidal, cryogenic, gangrenous, grind. We don't like to put a label. Because we're so influenced by so many different bands. A to Z.
Yeah. You could just say death metal. I mean, we don't have to go into the fucking subgenre of that subgenre.
We don't.
There's too many of them, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. We just play heavy
We
shit.
don't like to sound too generic.
Yeah.
For evil core.
Yeah.
mix
Still a
it
little
up
from
and-
Slayer, a little Morbid, a little from, Obituary, and put it together. And
Yeah, I can hear too many of those. They hit like industrial grindcore when I heard. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to picture like Nine Inch Nails and fucking Lepra or something, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But you guys been around for a while. Tell us some of your early stories coming up.
That's how I said. I was going to try out for a band Minstrel in South Central. So somehow the vocalist Angel at the time is like, oh man, they don't need another guitar player, come with us, because they had just kicked Daniel out, and it's like, you need to come with us. And the shit was hilarious because it was at 91st in the Crib. We ended up all of us meeting up there. I think it was fucking Entity and Death Cult. Big ass fucking fight breaks out and shit. You know, this gig's still going on, but fucking, you know, everybody gets separated, and then I end up seeing Death Cult, and somehow fucking the dude from Menstrual was supposed to give me a ride back to my pad. Those guys disappeared. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? So I'm stranded here. So Juan from Death Cult fucking he asked two of these twins, girls, to give me a ride, and little did I know they lived in the area too, in Hawthorne and shit. Fucking tripping, and I ended up, you know, going out with one of them, one of the twins. They're like, one of them was fucking
connection right there,
dude. One of them was like fucking 5 years older than me, and I was like, hell yeah, you know. So after that night, I don't know how these fucking guys even found where I was at, you know. I get, because they were good friends with Menstrual, so I had left my fucking guitar head. Next thing you know, I'm going down to my garage, you know. I was like, fuck, you know. And I see 5 guys walking up the alley, because I lived in the alley, like on 171st Street in Hawthorne, and there's a car wash.
That's your hood.
So yeah, I see these guys fucking walking. I'm like, what are these motherfuckers? How did they know that where I live? Yeah. So one of them's carrying my carbon head. I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's on. No. So, you know, it's kind of funny because the vocalist was like, well, he just met me. He's like, I don't know if this guy's really in the death metal and shit, you know. He opens the garage and sees a brand new half stack. He's like, fuck, and they saw my playing ability, you know, and that's how we just fucking be in our practice base, and you know, I had to get used to the style because it was just it was totally, you know, I never had played the style that they were doing, you know, and that's how I started getting the set down. And the next week right away I had my first gig. I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? At 91st Street.
So they just threw you in there, trial by fire.
Yeah, dude, they just showed me the songs.
Show tomorrow, you're in.
Yeah, and this is where I didn't even have a fucking clue what, like, you know, a fucking 4 signatures or count was at the time. I'm like, fuck. So they're like, hey, we got a gig next week at the 91st in the Crib. It's gonna be with fucking Bubonic and Entity. I'm like, fuck, dude, just thrown into the line. Fuck it, you know.
Swim.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude, definitely.
Were you all nervous or what?
In the beginning, when we played the Hong Kong gigs, it was cool. I would fucking stuff my face like a board, like, I could eat, whatever. But as soon as the crowds started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, my fucking adrenaline just spiked, dude. And I was like, fucking, it was like a pre-show ritual.
Yeah.
I'd fucking have to puke before we go on because I couldn't hold anything, dude. I was like,
well, you know, that good Chinese food, you know.
It was like, fuck, just being nervous enough. Okay, let me not forget shit. Okay, and then the intensity of the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
And you just see, you know, you see a whole fucking mob of people, and that's like, fuck, that would literally to this day I still get like that nervous. I can't eat anything because my adrenaline just fucking boom.
Oh shit, dude.
You know, I don't think there's been one time after that I've been actually able to eat and like, okay, I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
I try to keep it light, so
yeah,
I don't fucking puke.
I have a homie like that bars right before.
Hey, I try to stop a Jack in the Box. I'm gonna give you 4 tacos, dude, man. You know, and I would say I'm always starving. You know what I mean? Like after yesterday we played. Yeah, I fucking went home and I stopped at Carlos Jr. Got me a double Western. Yeah, I'm fantastic. Dude. She got me 3 of them. No, I eat a lot.
See, that's when I can eat when everything's put away and I'm just chilling at home. But there's just too much adrenaline, you know.
Not bad, especially when you're throwing feet to the fire. You know. How long did it take for you to get those kind of butterflies out of your system?
Fuck.
I think it's age, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I used to be like that.
Oh, really?
I go, fuck, cause you know, I'm a shy person, but the one this thing lays down, dude, you know what I mean? And these guys don't hurry up, I'll get on the mic, dude.
There's a fucking liquid courage, man.
My drummer knows how to start rapping, you know what I mean?
No, it's still
the pop off right there. He's about to pop off.
The plastic jug vodka, dude.
Endorsed.
I was using the snare as a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, as a gat, dude. These guys are taking too long, do you know what I mean?
Now, still to this day, I can't fucking like really, you know, I'll eat lightly. I'll drink some fucking Pedialyte, okay. Or you know what, even better.
Pedialyte?
Yeah, even better. I'll just fucking like last night I just chugged the beer just to help me feel full, but kill the nerves.
Yeah,
you know?
No vomit.
No, luckily, but still, I
did that yesterday.
That adrenaline.
Yeah, because I was fixing his pedal, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm using his double bass pedal because I got 2 single pedals. So, and I'm like, you know, I supposed to be practicing their songs, so I did like fucking Slayer, like in Killing Fields and Rapture and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, fantastic. Well, pedal was great until fucking I set it on there and the pin slipped out.
Oh shit!
Because he was using little wire pins on them. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck, dude.
And
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. And I lost a piece of my rack, so I couldn't bring the. Plus, it's the house drum, so he was kind of explaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like. So I brought the drums for no reason. We did all that for nothing. You know?
Yeah.
I could have just borrowed a double bass somewhere else, but that was a waste of time on that. So I was like, "Fuck, man."
No shit, dude.
It was all right. It was a good practice show, you know.
Yeah, and it was where Maywood.
Made Bricks Bar and Lounge.
Right there off of Fruitland.
The only thing is the volume. I can, you know, bass drums were kind of like, I don't know.
That was the house drums you said, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about borrowing drums like that?
No, dude, no, because, you know what I mean? I learned one thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'll sit there until they fucking sound like the way I want them to sound.
Yeah.
So when you mic them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I want the Pantera sound. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or at least the Injustice for All, you know what I mean?
That nice
perfect
bass attack,
click.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You take that sound, I mean, just go back and do Injustice for All and imagine and then put it in the band, just the sound of those drums. You know what I mean? I wish all the albums were like that.
Yeah, really.
But you know what I mean? It doesn't work out like that, I guess. You know what I mean?
And how long have you guys with the current lineup been together?
David's
Just been a few months for everybody.
For a few months, like we just recently got this together with the other having 2 vocalists and Hector. You know, he was just like I said, thrown into fire.
Yeah.
For a
We
first
practiced
gig.
yesterday and the day before. Let's play a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. You know what I mean? And when I look at that thing, dude, I go, I can't believe
that's what I did with
believe it was pulled off. You know what I mean? I mean,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that show was better than yesterday, and we've been
I
practicing.
think the key to this band is you
I think it
have
was
to
probably
trial by
Leopard,
fire, because that's what we did. When I first got with these guys, I think we practiced for a week or something.
Yep.
Practiced for a week and did a show.
Damn.
So you guys should change the name to like Trial by Fire, dude.
Maybe.
Or the next song right there, dude.
Yeah.
Por la lumbre.
But you see, I think a lot of it has to do with because I worked with them already. You know what I mean? With Petrification and whatnot, you know, and then. What else did I never say?
Yeah,
Just
Petrification.
Yeah. And with Daniel,
Yeah.
you know, rest in peace. You know, he was the only guitar player, but he passed away, so that was out of sight. You know what I mean? And then I come from Eternal Forsaken and from Burial and whatnot and shit like that. But
How long you been drumming for?
fuck, man, you know what? Since 8th, 7th grade, dude, I used to sit. You remember when the blacks used to rap?
Yeah.
So I'll go over there and give them a beat. Fuck, I even did that in county, dude, when I was busting in. I found the big fucking, you know, find the fucking best bunker. Hey, let me use your bunker. You got bass over here. I'll double bass it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That was our first drum machine right there. That was our first drum. It's on this table.
Yeah. Then, you know, I got a pair of sticks that I didn't even have no drums. You know, I was just walking around thinking cool, you know what I mean? Bullshitting.
With pencils and shit.
So I tried out for one of my friend's band, Hugh Gonzalez, you know, good friends with Bay and fucking, you know, with Sister Content down there. And then, he had a drum set, so hey, you know, I'm looking for a drummer. So I tried out. I didn't know shit. You know? I just went in there and
The fuck are these sticks?
No, well, those are the sticks I brought, you know, the ones I carried around. But it's totally different, you know, because now you're using your limbs and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out. Yeah, he's older than me now, you know what I mean? And he's still jamming and everything, but you know what I mean? I ended up with his girlfriend and, you know,
shit.
yeah, so, you know, that shit
He
goes.
took his drums and his girl?
Yeah, well, you know.
You didn't need them.
Once you open up for Cannibal, dude, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going over there.
So are you the newest member of the band?
Well, me and him, I mean, and this band, yeah, but me and Sal,
me and him worked together
man,
before.
since my singer died, you know what I mean? I had a band called Eternal Forsaken, and Eternal was for my stepson, but he got murdered. He had a lowrider car club, so that's where Eternal came, and Forsaken came from Daniel, and I met him through my boy Charles, dude, you know. like I was showing you that truck, you know, we have a Misfit. It's an NPC punk crew, you know, from Rolling Heights.
Yeah.
And we started that shit, you know what I mean? The gangbangs were fucking this and that, you know, so I say, okay. And I brought a few cholos in to get them off the streets, bro, you know what I mean? And then get them in, you know, see who comes talented, you know what I mean, and whatnot. Don't let the bullhead fool you. You know? Because they don't have hair. You can see.
I know. I get the same thing, dude.
Right? No, I know. You see what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah, he actually fucking.
Oh, it's starting to look like that. Like Gallagher. We're calling you Gallagher.
He actually.
I just shaved it. You know?
We had this other guy, Mikey Facina, badass fucking bass player. Like he moved here from New York, total New York guy. So the three of us ended up playing my wedding back in 2004, July.
You from New York?
Yeah, July, like 19th. You know, so.
Yeah, we were throwing eggs, dude.
The neighbors were throwing eggs.
Yeah, you know how paisas are crazy, dude. I used to jam with some band right here in Huntington Park, dude, Catastrophe.
I remember Catastrophe.
You do?
Yeah.
No way. I was a drummer, dude. You remember Mondo?
Yeah, Mondo, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Small world.
Yeah, Mondo was with fucking Luz. Luz is fucking Alvarez, fucking that's Joaquin's fucking sister and whatnot. Dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
That Mondo, the one we know?
Yeah,
Mondo.
Mondo now?
Fucking little.
Yeah, dude. And then I was macking with that girl Luz, but I didn't know she was doing that with him. So I said, "No, fuck all this." You know what I mean? I mean, we were still in the band. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. And then Jesse, bass player.
Yep.
Remember him? Yeah.
Nema.
Balau.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do fucking Matando Güeros. You know?
Oh shit, dude.
Don't
do that.
Yeah,
we're both from Huntington. We're both from Huntington Park. So
all right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I'm telling him when they were throwing eggs, dude, because we played in the apartments, and the fucking all the paisas were having a party. They wanted to jump us, but they were fucking fucked up paisas. You know?
Yeah.
Relax. You know?
Yeah, HP was a total different world, man. You got everything.
You remember the
going on
Salvadorian that used to hang around with
Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
Was it Rick?
Rick.
High Life.
Rick.
Yeah.
High Life 32.
He was a drummer.
No, dude, he was just, dude, he had tickets from all the gigs ever since he got here.
Wow.
He was like the oldest, but he had tickets, dude. He pulled out a thing with tickets that from the concerts that
he carried them. He carried them with him.
Yeah,
that's not Rick.
That was his proof, dude.
Yeah,
that was his green card. I'm serious. You know,
his green card. His green card.
It's like, look, I've been here since '91. Look,
no, I'm serious.
I was there, man.
I'm Salvadorian, you know what I mean? But I was like, what the fuck, dude? You got tickets from fucking way 84 and shit.
Oh, fuck,
that was his resume and shit.
I know who that is. I just
You're hired.
Blank on the name.
He was always hanging around with, like, you know what I mean? If it has to be playing, he'll be there. And he'll buy beer for everybody and then fucking whatnot.
Well, then he's a buddy. Buy beer.
There it is. Bring him along.
Hey, I didn't complain shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why don't you can't? Free beer.
Fuck.
We're thinking of Shirardo.
No, it wasn't. I
That's the other dude.
Yeah, it was somebody else.
You were thinking Rick from Nema.
Yeah.
And La Tuma Senses, which was in the band that I was with, Internal Fixation, with him and Sam.
No shit.
Oh, no shit. Small fucking world. Small world.
And since you showed up, Chris is all like giddy, like, I remember that shit. I remember that.
You just said that band I heard of like 40 years ago.
It's been a nostalgic run ever since you guys came back. You know?
Yeah, well, that's basically what who we idolize, you know, Entity, Deathcore, all those bands. You know, we're just fucking kids, and I would help Richard from Entity and Memo, who's now in his darkest death, carry their gear. So, you know, we trip out about those times, you know, because we all remain good friends, you know, so.
That's crazy because I always thought that because Lepra was the shit, you know, on the scene. You know, everybody loved Lepra, but I always thought that Entity was one of those bands that could give Lepra a run for their money.
Oh, definitely.
They were so fucking good.
They're just fucking so. Like I said, when I stumbled upon them, I just couldn't believe. You know, everybody had deep ass vocals like Excruciating. You had Nausea, you know, Death Call. Everybody has their own, like I said, their own style of vocals. But when I heard Entity, I'm like, that's the first time I ever heard fucking somebody do that, like pig vocals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck?
Sick.
I was like, and then, you know, hearing the guitars, that's like a fucking all-star lineup with Entity. You got Memo, Richard, Bobby, who's in Possessed now, fucking James from Infamy.
Yeah.
And you know, they had Jack and Oreo, so that was like a fucking all-star band, dude.
Did Jack ever show you his bug shot?
His mugshot?
His mugshot?
Yeah, he sent when he started writing to me, he sent me the fucking pictures. Like, damn.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking dude.
Yeah, that fucking sick ass. That mugshot was so sick. He put it on a flyer. Remember?
Yeah.
He put that on a flyer.
Awesome.
It was like the first thing he wanted to do when he got out of prison was he fucking threw a gig.
You gotta describe what the mugshot looked like.
He was
Can't see it, dude.
he was holding his thing, I guess, and he had his hair on his face, and he was fucking extending his hand like
Death metal grip.
the death metal grip.
Oh, he's holding the numbers, huh?
Yeah. It was fucking sick. I laughed my ass off when I freaking first saw that shit.
I could just picture that dude
That's fucking awesome.
with a lazy eye.
Dude, that
I'm just
guy-
kidding. He doesn't have a lazy
I'm
eye.
gonna tell you, he was a fucking psycho. That guy was a crazy fucking guy, but he was always fucking. It was never boring hanging out with him.
No, like I told you about the incident with Cannibal. He fucking ended up puking all over the security staff, which happened to be Mongols. He gets fucking thrown out. Mars from fucking Demolition's like, oh, wait, that's a singer, you know, they're kicking him out literally, like, because he was so fucked up, you know what I mean? And then come to find later, this motherfucker goes back, pissed off, in the Cannibal's bus with the 45 and jacks all the shit, the stickers, CDs.
Fuck.
So it's like, man, fucking war stories with him.
That gives Cannibal Corpse a story to tell.
Yep.
Out of nowhere, this guy comes in with a gun.
Yeah.
Did they write a song about it?
Fuck no, man.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack. Shout out to Jack the Ripper. It's fucking been a while. I wonder where where he's at. You know, I know he's in prison, but I just want to know where he's at. I'd love to fucking write to him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find them nowadays.
Yeah, you can. I just don't know his real name.
Yeah, pretty much anybody. You can just fucking sit on the internet.
Jack Ortiz.
You know what I mean?
Ortiz.
Fucking, I saw you there, and then go from there and go to Yahoo and then fucking go to Satellite and then start walking down the street.
Well, not just that, but some of those guys have Facebook now from prison.
Yeah.
Right. The inmate shit.
Yeah.
I'll get that shit to him. Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, how the fuck they get Facebook from prison?
Because we're hurt in LA County jail, man. So La Clika's in
Well,
there.
you know, here, I mean, last time I've been busted, here in LA County, I mean, you know what I mean? That was Maravilla. It was fucking doing all the shootings and you get out and shit. But they didn't have tablets. Well, in West Valley, they had tablets. So, put to order like sopas and shit. So I'll go there and try to get on the internet. I was new, you know what I mean? It's like a tablet, dude. Let me see if I can get on Facebook, bro.
It's like, hey, I know you can order sopas right there,
Like, I tell you, try to break the code, you know what I mean?
but can I see titties?
It's gonna
And
happen.
you know what I'm saying, real quick? Everybody's asleep.
So you guys had a quite a long hiatus where you guys weren't playing, right?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the original drummer, when we started in the 1990s, and then I think his last gig was Morbid Angel Not the Gates at the what is that, Pico Rivera, the Latin Village, because he had a kid on the way. And after that, I just tried to push the band as far as I could with other members, and we ended up actually opening up for bigger bands like Immolation, Broken Hope, Suffocation, Mortician, Flesh Grind. And then I think the band was inactive like around 98, 99, almost 2000, until finally, I'd say about 2016, we started, kicking around the idea of coming back. And we,
Maybe a little longer than that.
Something like that.
What was the inspiration behind coming back?
Well, it's something that like a lot of old heads that I talk to, it's just embedded in us. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I first discovered grind death metal, I was like, "Fuck, this is it. This is the only type of music besides maybe classical or Paganini that could push you beyond limits."
Yeah.
And it's like kids in the fucking candy store was like, "Damn, you mean I gotta practice some more and some more?" Oh, okay. And it's just embedded in us. It's like, yeah, you could do all these forms of music, but nothing's more satisfying because what people don't understand.
It's very technical.
Yeah, I mean, even the simple. What people don't understand, and sometimes people always try to fucking either blame rap or metal as a scapegoat. you know, that people don't understand is you could let all kinds of negative energy, you know, whether you're pissed off or depressed or you're just having a shitty time in your life, fucking just pour all that into the music and it comes out as a positive, you know. And like I said,
you release that energy.
You know,
I started off with NWA and Salt and Pepper doing vinyl.
You know,
I was 13, and then I went to Kicks. Then my sister got into Striper. Then she's like, you know, say, record me. You know what I mean? So that was her favorite band. So I started recording.
The Christian band. Striper.
No, she was all into the MTV metal.
They used to hand out Bibles at their show.
So you know what I mean? And then I go, wait a minute, dude, you know what I mean? Then I watch UNTV rap because it used to be half hour, and then they start switching that, dude. And now there was rap, and then fucking we only got 20 minutes of Headbangers Ball. And
exactly.
And then suddenly,
now there's no music on MTV at all.
Yeah, dude, it's all like Jersey Shore, The Real World.
Yeah, that's all you see now. There's not fucking music.
Yeah,
it's like reality TV. Change that shit already, dude.
But see, coming from there, for me, it was NWA and Salt and Pepper. So my records, you know what I mean?
You're talking Boggles language now, right there, dude.
Dude, you know, I'll fuck around the house. I'll play all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? But then at the end, I'll end up with Deicide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know, I came with
build up the drama.
Kicks, like Dangerous Toys, and then I started watching these guys walking down the street. You know what I mean? Like older cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Megadeth, Iron Maiden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they're like, what?
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
different.
And then they became cholos.
Yeah. Yep.
Or end up in prison. I go, what happened to them? You know, it's like.
God, what was the name of that? Stoner Stresse?
Oh yeah. Those guys showed up at a fucking Slayer show, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, who
The Shrine?
The Shrine.
Yeah, Shrine.
Yep.
One of my boys got a gunpoint, dude. We were upstairs, dude. And it was fucked up is that we had the tickets. And then fucking they showed up. They got there first somehow, you know what I mean? And they all got out of the car, dude. You know, it's fucking smiley, fucking. We call him Happy, dude, because he never smiled. So we call him Happy, dude.
Oh fuck.
And his dad's actually glad, dude, because I had to take him home a lot of times.
Never glad.
Because I don't know.
That was his name.
I know, me too.
And what's fucked up about it is that when what is it, 94?
Yeah, I think so.
With Biohazard, right?
Yeah.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, you know how they have the parking?
Yeah.
Well, they were parked at the bottom, and I guess it was a Storm Stress?
Yeah, it was Stornos because they all had the fucking jerseys.
Yeah.
And damn, dude, I've never seen those guys.
We never seen it, but the thing is, one of them got the gun pointed at him. You know what I mean? Said, "Hey, give us the tickets."
No shit.
And then they all pointed at him. You know, he's got the tickets. Fucking assholes, dude. It'll be like right here, somebody came in, you know what I mean? And we're all fucking, and then, no, he's the one.
He has everything. Get him.
No, that's what, so, you know, we were up there, dude. Cause we were bullshitting. We were way at the top going, hey, throw yourself off the building for Slayer, dude. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude, you know, we were young back there.
That was one of the biggest fucking pits today, dude.
And the fucked up thing is that we're inside at Slayer, and then he gets kicked out. The fucking dude grabbed him like a dog and like fucking put him outside, dude, right at the beginning. Dude. So he's like, fuck Slayer, dude. So he listened to L7 and shit.
Dude, I still remember my fondest memory besides people coming out broken limbs and bloodied and shit,
man.
Was that fucking blonde chick showing her tits on the fucking second level. I don't know if you guys saw her ass.
Nah, I didn't see. I
Dude, saw her tits.
Dude,
oh yeah. But on the left side,
stage right on the far.
Because you know how Kerry kept coming out, and then, so he had to fucking step back because he was having a drink. Dude.
Yeah.
Every time he'll show up, fuck.
Yep. That was a fucking dope show, dude. I was a kid, man.
The fucking.
I seen fucking what's his name with the cane, D.G. Hogan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
The fucking the initiation for me was seeing fucking
just to see Paul, you know what I mean? Because you know G. Hogan was the roadie then, and he held Dave with the double bass.
Yeah,
too, you know
fuck,
what I mean?
dude. That was an incredible fucking show, dude.
The one that fucking really was initiation for me was fucking Slayer at the sports arena. They fucked that place up.
Dude.
To the fucking genius who thought, okay, look, it's arena floor. Let's put fold up seats and see if everybody will be.
Hey, that shit's on YouTube, dude.
Yeah,
it is.
Riot?
Hell no.
They're fucking playing, dude, and they're having the riot outside.
All the
dude.
chairs being thrown around, everything, dude.
That fucking, you see Tom and Ryan from Slayer all pissed off. Well, maybe you'll see us next time. Maybe. Fucking people were just like getting the seat cushions.
They got banned, dude. They got banned for that fucking
throwing seat cushions, lighting firecrackers. The whole fucking floor was just one big pit. I'm like, fuck, dude. And all bruised and shirt torn, but I was happy. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Dude,
I think the best one for me was Monster Garage.
That's right. They did. Yeah.
I was there with fucking next to fucking. I didn't know that was fucking from Suicidal, dude. Fucking
Mike.
Yeah.
Like
he had a beanie on. Were you there?
No. I'd seen the videos of it.
Oh, you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking Tamara's mom, dude, you know what I mean? Because I had her son, dude, I was 14, dude, you know what I mean, jamming with us.
Shit.
So fucking, you know, he was a lot of help, but you know what I mean? Like fucking the same time, I mean, the band was already, we just dropped, you know, remember the mosh pit?
Yeah.
So we dropped a CD there, dude, my boy Daniel, rest in peace. If it wasn't for him, dude, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was a Slayer fan as it is. You know what I mean? Coming from, when I fucking found Slayer, you know, I was like, Sam Goody's, you remember that shit?
Yo,
they had like fucking Rain in Blood, dude, that's the only thing I was like, this is it, dude. This is the evil tape, dude. And then fucking, you tell me whenever you have a Slayer CD, dude, somebody's stolen or gone, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like
you gotta hide that shit, man.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Put a decoy on it, dude. What the fuck, dude? Even to this day, dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I have my CDs upstairs, and if you look at them, I have all the copies in the fucking disc player. Or, I'm sorry, in the disc box. I don't fucking have any of the original fucking CDs in there. Yeah, I have them on the
done that shit, dude. I used to copy them and then listen to the original.
I got them in my Case Logic, dude. My big ass fucking.
Should put it in the fucking gun vault. That way nobody can check.
Yeah, because motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You go get something to eat, you have them, and then motherfuckers.
Yeah, motherfuckers have sticky fingers over here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, at least you know where they're at.
Even to this day.
Yeah, he probably slanged them and shit for cigarettes.
Fuck, I think I lost a fucking part of my rack, dude, in a fucking bag, dude. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for all that shit, dude. But yeah, fucking, we saw Slayer in Oakland, dude. Stinkiest fucking crowd ever, dude. it smelled like we were walking through like a homeless encampment.
No way.
Dude. That was fucking bad, man.
That was San Francisco at the Warfield.
Yeah, we stayed in Oakland. That's right.
Hey, you guys remember Profecia? No? It used to be Prophecy, but then they changed. They're trying to make it Spanish.
Yeah.
They paid $5,000 to open up for fucking Slayer in San Diego.
No shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
And then the fucking Dave, they wanted the fucking the set, I guess, you know what I mean? So they had to play fucking, like, they wanted Dave to fucking, you know, they paid $5,000.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck they got that gig.
Damn.
But they had the bass player, he used to play for us on the band Burial, and they ended up playing with them and whatnot, dude, and I think they're still going, dude.
Shit.
I think they're OC though. They're mostly Orange County.
Really?
Yeah, the drummer for Profecia is Angel from Decomposed. He used to play with Decomposed, so.
Okay, now I know who they are. Yeah.
And they changed it. It used to be Prophecy with a PH, but they try to be like fucking Brujeria, so they changed it in Spanish. Profecia.
Yeah, we actually played with them, huh, David? Like at Colton with No Raza, this band from Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with them.
Do you still have the bass player?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesse? Yeah, I ran into him at the showcase, dude, when we opened up for Asesino. And I still have it on the fucking one of those VHSs.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
I know, but I need the one to fucking, you know what I mean? The big one.
Fucking converter.
And I still got a VCR just for that till I find that fucking.
Hey, bring it over. I have the
Oh, you
adapter
do?
here.
No
yeah.
fucking way.
I do have an adapter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
actually, it's his.
I just let him borrow.
No way.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of old videos.
That's
I'm
what
converting.
Daniel's in there. These fucking.
I have a lot of shit on VHS.
His
Hell
fucking
yeah, dude.
son's like sick.
I'm converting all that shit into digital right now, dude. We're working on a documentary
Really?
for one of our friends.
You could do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
I'll bring that, dude.
Yeah, bring that shit, dude. We'll fucking do it,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking throw that shit up on YouTube, man.
That's what I want to do, but you know what I mean? I can't do it. I got 2 VCRs, you know? I'm still old school, dude. When I had
those
fucking
into the
cameras for hold on, dude.
Yeah, I have a lot of I have a couple of VHS of our shows in Diana Club.
No shit, dude.
Fucking dude, it just like
That place was dope
fucking
too, man.
went off. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
That place was cool. I fucking love like how small it was, and
Yeah.
fucking you get nice and intimate. You can smell everybody there, dude. You know, and
That was a
that's-
fucking mission
like
to
in
park
San
there. You'd have to park
Oh,
downhill.
fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. That was
What happened to it? It's like a boutique now.
I fucking know.
It's a I think it's like a salsa club now or some shit.
Is
like
it?
that. Or last time I
Just
heard it
like
was.
the Waters Club was a badass place too.
Oh shit, dude. Fuck.
I saw 11 in Creation there. This is when they barely had put out fucking 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, it was Death Cult, I think Catalepsy.
Yeah.
Damn, this was like.
So you like Death Cult?
Well, we're good friends with them.
All right.
I actually was I was going to try out for them at one
Yeah.
point, but, you know, at the time I didn't have fucking transportation.
Yeah. That was a
But
bitch back then.
I became good friends with Sal, and then obviously Juan from Death Cult, Gustavo, you know, because we always played together too.
What was your favorite place to play at? or any of you guys?
I think I really like the Hong Kong because it's fucking nostalgic, you know.
Yeah.
The shows that were fucking just insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
That's where your bass caught fire, didn't it?
Yeah, my bass had
New York, dude.
like literally, we'd have to fucking play first because every time we'd play, we would try to like kind of like not like burn out and play fucking every 2 weeks, or we'd like let's just play like once a month.
Yeah.
We'd have to fucking play first because we'd have a good spot like third, and then fucking people would just start fucking fighting, dude. I'm like, damn.
Key Club, bro.
Key Club.
Yeah.
Key Club.
Yeah, that's
Key
a dope
Club.
spot too, dude.
Key Club.
The Whiskey had some badass memorable shows for us.
Yeah, 92. These fucking when Corpse Grinder, Immolation, Corpse Grinder, and whatnot.
shit.
Being, yeah, banned from Burial, and I met those guys through a flyer through Dark Realm, but the old Dark Realm across the street.
Dark Realm, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
Where it was
OG
across the
spot.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how you go and get
next to
the
the post office.
and then I'll go to fucking on Chapman, fucking
Yeah.
with Bionic Records.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that'd be another spot you drop flyers off. You know what I mean?
What was the one in Montebello?
Oh, shit.
That was Wild
Rags.
Wild Rags, dude.
Yeah, that shit was fuck. That shit
Yeah.
was stacked with all kinds of shit.
Yep.
Hey, you heard what happened to that dude, right?
Richard? Nah.
Yeah, he fucking his wife had cancer and fucking he just closed up shop. I think their biggest band was Internal Bleeding, right?
Yeah.
They left it in fucking Europe without a way to get home.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, he fucked all his bands.
He had a reputation for fucking over bands like that.
Yeah, there's still fools looking for his ass. You know?
Yeah, because it's like one time I walked in there, you know, I met his niece that I didn't even know, this girl Lily. So I told him, hey, is it cool? Could I leave tickets here? He's oh yeah, but I got to be on the guest list and they got to be because I'm like, hey, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, motherfuckers be doing that where I live. I fucking have to walk home from West Valley, fucking San
Yeah, he burned a lot of people.
Burn out,
He burned a lot of people and it's fucked up, you know. So
Can't tell him my boy. Fuck you.
So what was the best backyard spot for you guys to play?
I'd say the Crib 91st because it actually had a fucking big ass stage.
Yeah.
And the last time we played there, they actually had moved the fucking house two fucking houses down. It was a little bit smaller, but it was a badass place because it's just fucking huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That was a dope spot.
The stage was just fucking huge. It had its own little drum riser.
Yeah.
You know, that was a badass place.
You said the leper guys built that?
No, that was
or is it
the White House. The White House. Like we played. It's actually on YouTube. If you go on Cangrena Live, that's the first thing that pops up. Our vocalist, you see a video with a green shirt, but that was before they built the stage.
Okay.
I think a few gigs after that, they actually had a fucking full blown stage and shit and sections and shit. So I don't know whatever happened to that place. So
the White House, and then there was the Warehouse.
Remember the 108 Street in the Warehouse.
The Warehouse, and they had that fucking. I always tell these guys the story about how they had that fucking pole. Right
Oh fuck! They were like, don't let me fucking eat shit because, dude, I've eaten shit before at the Palladium. It was Sepultura Fudge Tunnel.
I was there. They and whatchamacallit, they played Nail Bomb.
Yeah.
Did
so
they?
I ended up going over the fucking barrier, and when I rolled, you know how they have those supports that are slanted?
Yeah.
Fuck, right here, I landed right there. And I'm thinking, I could, dude, the bouncers were like, damn, you're right, because I couldn't get up for like a minute. I got up, and I was like, oh shit, I hope I didn't break anything, but it was the craziest shit because I couldn't even, I was still trying to get in the pit, and I couldn't even walk right, you know? So that's where I was worried about that fucking pillar. I'm like, oh fuck, I hope I don't eat shit.
Didn't they have it wrapped with barbed wire at one point?
No, they had a mattress wrapped around it.
Padded, yeah.
They had a mattress.
That was my first exposure to death metal right there.
Anybody let go from the Long Beach Arena, second floor?
Oh, nah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
I've never been there,
Me,
man.
Daniel, and fucking my roommate, Dean. And then we seen the drummer. I don't know if you guys heard SMD.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same as my dad.
Rito?
No shit.
Yeah, I seen him like fucking. We were sitting right here, and then he was sitting there, you know, like on the other side. You know, we're not even sitting on the seats we're supposed to. You know what I mean?
I don't think everybody did.
Right? So, but you know the security guards, you know, the black dudes and shit. They're like, hey, $60, we'll get you down there. And I'm like, chale, whatever.
$60.
So I have my 30 holes, so fucking. But you gotta release. You know, not just jump. You gotta, you know.
Yeah.
Let go to extend. You know what I mean? And then
you drop.
But I have boots. These fuckers had tennis shoes, dude, and they still made it, dude. And this is on Lamb of God, dude. You know, that was Pantera, Slayer, Lamb of God, and fucking who the fuck else, dude? some band, I Bleed, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You heard of I Bleed?
Yeah.
I know Tom's brothers and not now.
No shit.
Remember his old band, fucking Blood Come? That was his old band. Dude.
No shit, dude. I got to study up on history now.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck,
It's
I know
Mondo.
the names, but
We gotta fucking make a documentary.
It's actually pretty good, dude, because he's trying to copy Tom singing. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think I saw Slayer there too, if I remember right. Saw a few shows there, but
Same here.
yeah,
I seen that was a Morbid Angel.
Morbid Angel. There you go.
Remember that? And then everybody was sitting.
Yeah.
They got pissed, dude. You know what I mean? But I go, dude, Morbid Angel's like, you know what I mean? They're old school, but that's just for little clubs, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true,
like Slayer, like I don't know how the fuck Slayer with no radio play, but you know what I mean?
it's a cult following, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And not just
They're
that, but-
fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
not just that, but we're from the area they're from too, so we take
Right,
ownership of that
right,
shit.
right.
HP, right? HP. Yeah.
HP, Southgate, fucking Maywood, Bell, all that.
You know what's funny? I saw Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, and they weren't that good.
Well, you know,
I hate to say that, dude. I mean, I fucking love fucking Covenant. It was like one of my favorite death metal
Well,
albums.
you know, I mean, I know what you're saying. Like you listen to the CD, you know, and I'll play guitar, Dean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'll do the whole album, the whole Slayer album, Dean. You know what I mean? And then I'll jump onto the next album and do the whole album on guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Solos and everything, Dean. Well, now I can. You know what I mean? Because I ain't got nothing better to do. Well, now that I jam with them, you know what I mean? Because over there, they don't like drums, dude. I don't know. You know, that's what got me fucking, you know what I mean? All this bullshit, dude. So anyhow, that's what got me fucking, you know, put my daytime. That's where I came in, dude. And I found him on Facebook again, or he found me on Facebook. You know what I mean? But at the time, I was trying out for. I don't know if you guys probably know him, dude, but it's some youngster, whatever, you know what I mean? He had an electric drum set, went and tried out and this and that, but he wanted to do his, like, I don't know, dude, some weird, you know, some weird shit, dude. I just go, dude, just let it be, dude, like, have that chemistry, because that's what it's about, you know what I mean? Have that, let the artist do his thing,
Yeah.
and if it fits in, you know what I mean? You can't just, you know what I mean, and this and that, you know what I mean? If you're gonna do death, I mean, just and then go from there. That's how Petrification came, dude. And that whole fucking CD that I listen to now, and that shit was fucking done then, dude. And I go, fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Fucking
Like a letdown.
no, I don't understand why the band's not fucking here today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We should have been fucking gone, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
We were talking about that earlier about like how the scene has changed from the 90s to now.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I mean, the shows are not there anymore.
Yeah,
the fucking people don't go.
That's because you know, like I said.
I know it's age and people have families.
Well, it's not only that. Fucking, there's like 2 or 3 shows going on one night.
Yeah.
You know, fuck. You know,
I don't know, dude.
night.
Like Pomona at the Glass House and all
Yeah.
that, dude. We were supposed to go see fucking Suffocation and Morbid Angel, you know, and I just wanted, you know, I wanted to see the new shit because, you know, it's not the same guys. You know what I mean? Now you got fucking David Vincent doing country. Have you heard of that shit?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Can you believe it? I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
I do like it, dude, because you know it sounds good. But come on,
Yeah.
And you know he's still doing his thing. You know, this fucking train going to hell and shit and whatnot. But it's good. You know what I'm saying is like, okay, you know, fuck.
Yeah. But a lot of those guys they got to make a living.
Right,
You know?
exactly. That's what it
get
is.
that
dude.
shit,
That's
dude.
what it is.
That's
and
true.
if you come from that, you know,
Yeah.
it ain't like me. You know, I got to be a truck driver and then fucking and still pursue the dream.
Yeah.
You know, like Eminem says, fucking, you know, you only get one chance. Well, I got a second chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You get as many chances as you fucking take.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
Just
only
don't
got
give it
2,
up.
dude, because you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
it's
first one, I should have been fucking, but if Danny was still alive, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
just Sean himself, dude, used to get gigs up the ass, dude, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Only because he was Tom's nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But even then, I was hard on him. I was like, hey, you can't be late, dude.
See, I kind
Who
of
are
wish
you?
Kind of wish we had that
His mom used to
scene
get mad and
back.
go, you grease spot.
I kind of wish we had that scene back though. Like just
yeah. It's
we don't need a fucking big stage. We just need a good fucking backyard, a good abandoned church or a fucking warehouse.
That's why the punk gigs in East LA are so badass because they're always packed. You know, we played El Clandestino in South Central.
Yep.
One time, and it was like a homecoming for us. You know?
Yeah.
It was like fuck yeah. You
Is
know,
that the first show that I did with you guys?
yeah, I think so.
It was like
It's probably one of the
practiced
first.
a couple times.
And it's like you know, like I said, like, and then most of these bands they're trying to fucking come back with this retro thrash. It's like, dude, it's already been done.
Yeah.
Mixing it with black metal, it's like, you know, or you have bands that are just like fucking trying to do fucking acrobatics on the guitar. It's like, dude, they're trying to overdo it. They're trying to fucking grind in every goddamn
overcomplicating shit when it doesn't need to be done, dude.
Grinding on every fucking song is like, dude, come on. It's after a while you start falling asleep.
Yeah, well, like back in the day too, when we do our shows, we had to make sure nobody else throwing a show that weekend. We had to make sure it's all weekend and lock it in. Make sure people know we're throwing our shit.
We didn't even worry. After a certain point, we didn't even worry about making flyers. There would just be so many fucking people.
Yeah, exactly, man. But that's the other thing we miss too is the fucking flyers, man.
Yeah, but we still make flyers, just to fucking
just digital
get it out there.
Exactly. Like the foot patrol always worked, man. Fucking handing them out, meeting people. That's why you did that shit.
Just spot at Redondo Beach, Offbeat Records.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Offbeat was cool. That was run by the guys that did Wretch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what do you guys think needs to be done to bring back that scene?
Fuck.
A whole lot of legwork.
No, it's just better promotion,
Yeah.
All promoters need to get together and say, hey, dude, because
promoters don't promote now.
Yeah.
They just get you the show and that's it.
Yeah.
How many people can you bring in?
Work.
You know what the good thing is that everybody works, Dean.
Yeah.
Back in my days, Dean, like I was with Scarlet Red, Dean. I got him a show at the fucking showcase for Prong, and that's the only thing I could get.
Yeah.
Because the band was Christian. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, dude. Yeah. Good guy and everything, whatever. You know what I mean? But fuck, dude. Here I am, even evil, and fucking I'm over here with a Christian, and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, dude. And because right after Daniel died, dude, that's what happened. You know what I mean? I even have the fucking Scarlet Red fucking, but then we had a fucking bass player that didn't show up, and what the fuck, And I guess he played with the Germs, and he's a germ, dude. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
And the Germs are like, you don't even come on, dude, like the Ramones. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Dude? Everybody knows them and all that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. So, you know what I mean? And then the OD or fucking this and that, you know what I mean? Some shit, dude. I don't know, Dean. But yeah, that's Christianity for you. This is what I get. You know what I mean? 8 years, dude. And the only thing we had was fucking Prong.
Yeah.
And the whiskey, Dean. Then fucking, Sean and Tom's mom come and fucking they come see the show and shit. I have a picture where I'm hugging them. They came to see the show, with the brother and shit.
Yeah.
Tom's brother and whatnot, Dean. And they're like, but you know what I mean?
I think we need
what a waste.
We need a gathering.
There's not in the show for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, at least Striper fucking come on now.
we need a gathering of the noodles, man. That's what we need, dude.
Or wigs. I got a big ass wig. I'm not fucking playing.
You're gonna noodle on the front now, dude.
I look like a fucking Zach Wild on crack, dude.
Just get this shit, grow a little longer, make it a comb over, dude.
No, dude, I'm serious.
No, but it's like I kind of wish we had that scene back.
Yeah.
I used to love punk. I love grind. I love all that shit. But the grindcore scene kind of felt more. I don't know how to explain it, but more of a family.
Yeah.
If you will. At the end of the day, you beat each other up, and then at the end of the night, you're drinking together and making new fucking friends, dude.
I think the gangs fucked all that up from death metal scenes in South Central, and they had like fucking Death Crowd and fucking Death Wish and all those fucking stupid gangs.
Yeah, remember the Bullocks?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
18th Street used to go over there and fucking, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody play. And dude.
Yeah. I think that was to me, I think that was the downfall of the scene.
But that's what we started NPC, Mr. Funker, because other than Rolling Heights, you know what I mean? And then whoopity whoop and this and that. Eventually, even the fucking football players, you know what I mean? Because they're mostly little, dude. I mean, I'm just crazy as fuck, dude. You know what I mean? But then, we got big dudes over there and whatever and this and that and all the bullshit, dude. You could either do it from fucking like regular citizens or fucking from the cholos or whatever the fuck, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and me,
most of those cholos are gone now,
dude.
right?
I even, even kicking it with, because there's some good cholos.
There are. Definitely are.
You know what I mean?
What?
So, dude. Fuck
I know.
The cholo with a heart of gold.
Dude, I got one in fucking, I think it's Minnesota that's calling me, you know what I mean? He's the one that's going to help me bring out fucking there,
Yeah.
And whatnot, dude. He's calling me, hey, Slayer's going to play. I've never been to a Slayer, because I brought him into the crew, the Misfit crew, you know what I mean? But because, back in those days, dude, he was like, fuck, he was, I think class was 92 or 93, and I was class of 94, you know what I mean? So when you care about somebody, bro, you know, hey, so I brought him in, and everybody's looking at me, you know, because this misfit shit is a punk thing, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what put on my hands. I put misfit, no S. That's for me though, because these fuckers brought me on. But then, you know, like, what are you guys listening to? The misfit, that's disco shit. I used to talk shit. You know, I used to be ignorant as fuck. Like he says, he's open to classical and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm doing that now.
Yeah. it's funny how you kind of evolve into.
You gotta get locked up a few times. You know?
Yeah. Because at first you're just like, oh fuck, just pure death metal grind and shit. But
fuck yeah, dude. You know what I mean?
Fuck everything else.
Yeah.
And then you listen to Britney Spears and shit.
It just doesn't fucking, you know, nothing else does it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you always go back to those roots, though. You know? You always go back to those.
Definitely.
Roots.
I mean, I grew up, you know, like to this day, idolizing Malmsteen, Vi, you know, Tony McAlpine. You know, that's what fucking. But I think what led me to that was when fucking I first heard Suicidal. Mm-hmm. But when they had Mike Clark, fucking
Rocky George,
Rocky George, RJ. Rocky George is probably the most fucking underrated guitar player, and that's what basically who I idolize because I'm like, fuck.
His signature guitar is still the most popular Ibanez ever, the RG. That's his, that's his signature.
And it's like, just his soloing style. He had just that blistering but emotional shit. And as it is, Suicidal has always had those fucking like really emotional fucking riffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's basically what really impacted my playing, you know, as far as playing leads, because I was just like, fuck.
He was a fucking beast. There
was nobody like him, you know what I mean?
Just that solo in the beginning of You Can't Bring Me Down.
Shit, you know? How I Laugh Tomorrow, you know, and then you got songs like
with a little shirt,
The Miracle. You know,
show off the belly ring.
I saw Suicidal at the Garden now.
Yeah, thong, come on.
And then the fucking guitar player just like it's not that he wasn't good, it was just very lackluster.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like saying this. It's like saying, you know, fucking somebody's playing guitar for Obituary and they try to do the fucking James Murphy solos.
Yeah.
They had one dude and he just wrecked them. You know, the guy they have now with the new lineup, he fucking hits those notes exactly. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna sit there and fucking do a James Murphy lead, if you're not gonna be Hackett, don't even fucking bother.
Don't play the fucking song.
You kill the fucking song. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you know what I mean?
Especially when you're a fan and you're like, okay, this guy's replacing him, and let's see what he got. So, you know, you give him a chance because you're a fucking fan, and then you're like, oh man.
Yeah,
you know?
There's nobody like Rocky, dude, because you know there's nobody gonna fucking emulate his playing.
You can't replace him. He's
just so fucking badass.
Mike Nero was very lucky having all these great musicians go through his band. Now he has Dave Lombardo, dude.
Yeah.
You know, that's fucking, I don't know what he does, what kind of salesman he is, you know, but he's always had great musicians in his band.
They're still playing, that's what it is.
But you know what? It's to me, Dave Lombardo, Dave Lombardo belongs in Slayer.
Yeah.
He doesn't belong to nobody else. And you know what I mean? That's it. It's like, you know what I mean? If Kerry King was talking about he's going to work with Zach Wilde, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean,
no
dude?
Shit, man.
Okay, give me a break, dude.
Yep.
I know your solos, dude. Yep. You know what I mean? And I'm a drummer. What the fuck, dude?
Well, what's the Dave Lombardo's band, Fantomas?
Yeah. Fantomas.
Yeah, fucking that was cool, but it's still like Dave Lombardo. You heard him? You hear him?
Wasn't that with Mike
He belonged.
I don't even listen to that.
Yeah.
Maybe Grip Incorporated. Remember that shit?
Yep.
Stairway to Heaven. I mean, Hostage.
Wrong generation, man.
Hey, what's that song fucking Hostage to Heaven, dude?
Yeah.
The War Ensemble, just faster.
Yep. It doesn't sound right with anybody else.
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't, man. I appreciate they're still fucking playing, but it's not the same.
Yeah, they're more, you know, they don't have that fucking crunch no more. It's just more like sloppy fucking punk.
They're going through emotions. That's kind of what it feels like, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah, bullshit, dude. I knew they were gonna do this shit, dude. Break up and come back. You know, you gotta pay bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
we went to the last show over here. What was it, Irvine?
Yeah.
The 5 points.
Dude, that shit sucked. The fucking guitar kept on cutting out and everything, dude.
I never thought I would say that Slayer show.
Yeah.
A Slayer show would suck, but that Slayer show sucked.
Yep.
Look, there's never been a time when Slayer sounded good anyways, dude.
That's true.
I can tell you that much. Even Lamb of God, when I seen him at the Long Beach Arena,
Hold on.
That shit went.
I'm getting up for the argument.
Dun dun dun. Here we go.
Actually,
you know when it sounded good? At the Monster Garage.
Yeah, because it Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, because there was nobody there. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking sick.
Every time I've seen
All to
Slayer,
myself.
Slayer's always brought it when I seen them. I mean,
They always sounded good, but there's always fuck ups. There's always fuck ups in that shit, dude.
But that's what I mean.
That's normal. That's normal.
I like
Yeah,
I like
you
the
gotta
fuck
have
ups.
Even the Shrine, dude, like when they did Sex Murder Art, dude, I was like, why is it just Kerry King, dude?
Yeah.
Like, how come Jeff didn't come in? Dude, like, what the fuck? Dude,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, I don't understand why that song. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
What was that all about?
That was
Jumps in the car, usually. Does an acid drop or whatever.
Fuck, I watched Gleaming the Cube, dude.
Oh, that's a badass movie.
That was badass.
That's a
When you watch it
sick-ass
now and you're
movie.
like,
That was the OG Pal
wasn't
Peralta
fast,
guys,
Fucking
man.
Steven Bauer.
Yep. That was fucking, those are good movies. They play decent music in them and shit.
Oh yeah,
dude.
definitely.
Thrashing though, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, that's old. Yeah, the fucking
I have it on
daggers.
DVD right here, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's-
old
I'll have to go
old
pieces,
shit.
dude, on YouTube. But I'll find it, you know what I mean? Like, you go
Yeah.
on there and whatnot.
That's how I watched it the first time I remember it. I'm like, fuck, what happened to that movie? Looked it up, sure enough. But it's the one they fixed up where you don't see the mic.
Oh yeah, I was cracking up on that dude.
Nuh-uh.
Fucking booms.
On
The
the
big Buffy one?
they're sitting on the top of the ramp, and then fucking.
You can see it?
Yeah, the mic
I know what
comes
part
down.
that's a badass song, dude.
Yeah.
You know when you
Yep.
want to go first and it goes,
It's a major fuck up.
hey, who does that song? You know?
There's a few of them.
what song is it?
It's the one when they build a half pipe.
Devil.
No way, the band Evil?
I think it was Devil. That song.
No way.
Yeah. I had I have a list of them somewhere. But I found that Blondie's on one of them too.
Blondie?
Get together.
Yeah, Blondie's on there.
Hey,
Blondie.
So let's
I
talk,
think that was Devil.
let's talk about your band for a second.
Sure.
We're not talking about Devil.
No, damn it.
Had the chain.
We got the red hat on.
Devo will be the next podcast.
Had the chain. Devo's coming.
Come on now.
Shit, they'll show up.
Okay, so yeah, as far as new music's, you guys writing new music?
Well, right now we have a CD that we recorded, but we're trying to find any label to help put it out for us, because he recorded on it, the other guitar player recorded it, I did, and our original drummer. It's about 9 tracks, and it has a Catalepsy cover on it, so
shit.
Abrupt Gestation. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's a bad song.
So we're trying to figure out, trying to find a label that'll help us, put it out and distribute it for us.
You don't want to go through the streaming services, Spotify or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm old school. I don't know how that works, but we want to have a cover and shit and the names of the songs and.
Even
artwork.
Tool's gone digital.
Yeah,
That's
finally.
just the future. I mean,
Yeah, we got
finally broke.
because basically it would be cool, because at least that way we could have physical copies and shit, or CD. So that's what we're working on right now. I know we're like with the new lineup, we're eventually gonna record, some of the jams that we have. So
That's the way you make new fans too. Is like fucking physically meeting them.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Them fucking see this
Yeah.
who we are and shit. Dude.
that's what
Getting their money.
That's what we talked
Yeah,
about. At least
exactly.
at least recording 3-4 songs that are not on the CD, and they have the new members, so we have something to give out.
Yeah.
When we're
You guys
playing.
need a promo picture, dude.
Yeah.
I did one for Nema.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, dude, people don't use promo pictures, Carlos, but cool. Here you go, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm in the band, because he likes a pussy. Tons of it. Yeah.
it's just the way that, like, if you go like to Long Beach, you can't walk to a donut shop without some rapper throwing you a CD in
Yeah.
your face.
Yeah.
I think we're living in an age right now where the record label is not as relevant as it used to be.
Yeah.
And I guess
You gotta do everything by yourself now.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
DIY again.
Yeah.
And depending on like if you want to like book a tour or something like that, that's where labels come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you guys should just throw it on Spotify and YouTube and all that other shit and get your fan base going.
Yeah, that would be
Or
that
our
would be
website.
Our website, yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, I think Right now, it's just kind of like get the crew together, get a set together that we can fucking slam out, no fucking problem.
Yeah.
But the goal is obviously we want to write new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could play old songs all fucking day forever and stay there, but that's not the point. The point is we want to move forward,
Make a set.
yeah, and maybe possibly write some shit that's fucking better than the old shit.
Well, let's go to how would you guys write your set? How would you guys write your music?
As far as
Like, how does it get started for you guys when it comes to writing music?
it's I think we all feed off each other. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, wait a minute, do the doom part. I have the doom part. Oh no, wait a minute, I got the grind part. You know what I mean? We all feed off each other, and I know it's
We skip the wine and dine, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Go straight to
You know,
it.
as far as like
No rubber.
all the old,
Wow.
all the old jams, the new stuff is gonna probably fucking even push the expand the sound even more. You know, like for example too, like when I started playing guitar, of course I just had a fucking half-second overdrive pedal, but as soon as I got a pedal board, I got it because I've always been away from that mentality. Oh, I'm just gonna plug in straight and that's it. No, fuck that. I just, since I use a lot of effects, I do a lot of leads, and it pushes the sound to another realm. You know what I mean? Like for example, Mind Rot. I've always been a fan of bands like that. They're heavy, they're brutal, but they use a lot of fucking ambient passages. I mean, we've always been like that. We've always had like tribal parts. So
Yeah.
as far as the new shit, when we write the new shit, it's gonna be badass because it's gonna have the input and energy from everybody, and it's gonna be like fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody would expect it. Nobody would expect us to do that, but it's in the same realm to where I don't see bands sitting there writing an acoustic part and then fuck grinding on it. You know what I mean? You never see that, or they're just too scared to do it. But I think we break through those limits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when having two vocalists and then having me on backing vocals, it sounds different.
Well, for our audience, what do you guys sing about? What's in the content of your lyrics?
Pretty much, we've all sang about medical terminology, gore, but we do have songs like cryogenically suspended. They're a little bit different. I know the other vocalist, Sal, he was interested in writing a song about the Aztecs. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, bro, you hit it right on the spot. Because there's a song that I have called Blood Feast of the Sun, so it's just basically, it's just that matter. We have so much material that, fuck, we're not even worried about it because we know as soon as we play it, it's gonna have that Cangrena vibe. It's gonna have that trademark because our trademark's always been fucking sick, pig slap vocals. D2, we actually had to tune up because I was on G for a while and it's like fuck, so we're on A. We cleaned it up a bit, but we always have those. You could tell it's an LA style band. You have that vibe from the 90s. The bands we idolize, but then we have so much. We're adding new dimensions to it.
So you're not singing from Reagan to Trump anymore.
So
I want his recipe on his amp, Dean. Seriously, that fucking amp is no joke.
And then with our other drummer, he had a solid heavy style, but then with Hector he spices it up, obviously, because some of the songs that's another thing. Even the old songs are different because he throws his flavor. You know what I mean? He has a different playing style, but that just fucking adds life to the songs.
Yeah.
So that's basically, we just focus basically on being the same band, but just we don't worry too much. Oh well, what are they doing or this and that?
Do your own thing.
Yeah, we just whatever influences, whatever fucking comes out at the time, boom.
Yeah, I think pretty much Sal or maybe even Oscar will come in with a riff and try to fucking slam it out.
Yeah.
And then, we'll, me and Sarcastic will just fucking say, hey, fuck, where am I going to fucking throw some patterns on this shit?
Gotcha.
For me, that's always been pretty easy. Like I said, I came in and it was like it was already part of the band.
Yeah, because I remember like with any kind of death metal, you got to read the lyrics and what are they saying?
Yeah. I do have lyrics written out. It's just a matter of these guys getting it down.
I'm the one that's under pressure here, you know.
So
no pressure, Hector. No pressure, man.
So what comes first?
One of those, and then let's go.
The lyrics come first.
For me, lyrics have always come after the music.
Yeah, because you want
But since he writes the music,
You gotta lay the foundation
I don't know
first.
what-
The problem we had with the other vocalists, he didn't really know how to put he would put a whole fucking paragraph or one fucking 4 measures, you know. And I told him, you know, until now, that's not how you gotta write it. Just how the riff is, you know. If you're going chin 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 chin, you know, you gotta fit it there, or you know, use it as a tool sometimes, just to fill out certain empty spots.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm excited because the new material, another guitar player came in, and me and him fucking we just clicked because we love the Middle Eastern style riffs, like, you know, Dorian or Mixolydian kind of fucking riffs, and that's gonna definitely be like, oh shit, you know, set the band totally apart. As it is, we're totally different from a lot of bands, you know. We don't fucking drop tune or do that shit. We're just like Carcass, you know.
Yeah.
that's
A's pretty fucking low.
Oh,
though.
dude, yeah. I used to tune lower than that, dude. Like G, maybe F, but I had to get special strings.
Yeah.
You know, fucking like 62 gauge, but it became too much. I was like, nah, we both agreed. Let's just go up to A and see how it sounds. And fuck, it's, you know, a little bit tighter, a little cleaner. It's still heavy as fuck.
Save the strings, man. Save the strings.
Might as well get bass strings after that, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I've been just started learning on that. Because since, you know what I mean, now that I'm playing guitar and whatnot, you know what I mean, at home and whatnot, you know what I mean. But I noticed guitars are not designed for, like, you know what I mean, because I tried putting 56 gauge. Think that's the biggest?
No, there's like 60
yeah.
something. That's a
Yeah.
little
No
too
way.
much. You know, it's and it gets
Well, look at the fingers, you know what I mean?
it gets back to that point.
Well, to get that
Yeah.
But I think it's the sound, Dean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
the
think-
quality of
'cause
your
what-
head and
yeah, I think
shit
so.
like that.
I have all these guitars sitting fucking at home. They're like 9 guitars, but you know, I have one that it got delivered. I saw it on offer up, Dean. You know what I mean? It's the King. You saw it, that Flying V.
Yeah.
And then I looked on the internet, you know what I mean, and whatnot, and because it came with pussy strings, you know what I mean. And then
Like
you
10?
can't hear, you know what I mean. And most of the shit I do is Slayer, you know what I mean. That's what I fucking, you know, on guitar.
What kind of guitar playing? Well, I'm sorry. What kind of guitar are you playing?
Shit, I got different. I got Rich V. I got it's actually a dime bag. It's a Washburn.
Oh, shit.
Weird model.
Yeah.
You're Flying V?
Yeah, the black one. It's like got
No way.
black with like a silver outline. And I was tripping out. I was like, wait a fuck. I know he had Washburn for a bit because he's always used Dean.
Yeah.
It's one of those shits that he was like, okay, now let me switch back to Dean. You know what I mean? And it's fucking, you know, most I got 2 V's, but my pride and joy is my fucking Jackson Kelly because it's got a tremolo on it.
How come you never used that?
I just used it last night, fool.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you were on drums. You weren't paying attention.
I know.
Yeah.
He was concentrating, man.
Actually, you know, if you go back to that Lepra video, the whiskey, I regret that. Fuck, I had a Jackson Dinky somewhere.
No shit.
I was like, fuck, you know, because you just go through stages, you know.
Yeah.
Like I had a Jack, and then I always loved BC Rich, but you know, as soon as I got this Kelly, I was like, fuck, why the fuck did I stop playing Jackson? You know.
That's like the go-to is fucking BC Rich, man.
And this is the first time I've had a fucking guitar actually set up. I've never had that in my whole life. I've always done shit, you know what I mean? Just by feel. Okay, is the action too low? Wait a minute, is it too high? You know? But this is the first fucking guitar I actually sat there and like, okay, we'll set it up for you.
Yeah.
I have Dunlop 12s to 54s on there.
Jesus.
They're not that thick, you know, they're not that thick.
Well, you think about the highest gauge or the standard gauge of a bass string on the G string's 40.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty fucking thick string.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
know,
was
like,
gonna say that, dude. Like, fuck, you're playing a bass, dude.
no, actually, like I said, I used fucking thicker than that.
Oh, shit.
60 something. I had a special order from Ernie.
And these are all 6 strings. You're not into 7 or 8 strings.
I do like 7 strings, but
shit.
like I said, it's getting to the point. It's like, god damn, they're getting ridiculous. 9, 10 strings, like, dude.
Yeah. Well, they have a 12-string bass now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Probably more.
I do like 7 strings because for the fact that actually I fucking run out of notes to play on a regular 6 string. That's why I like 7 strings. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you know, this fucking guitar plays just like butter. Because prior to that, all my guitars just had a fixed bridge, and fuck, to use a fucking Floyd, and it's like, damn, I'm not that rusty.
Night and day.
I'm not that rusty because it's like, damn, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I've always had, I've had a couple guitars here and there with cheap tremolos, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't,
You never played a Kima?
Nah, I don't think so.
We're getting up at the Kaler,
The tremolos.
the bridge.
Yeah, the Kaler tremolos.
I got somebody selling me a Hanneman for $400. He got it for $7 with the Kaler. I played it once, dude, but I didn't have the whammy, so I didn't get to test it. You know what I mean?
It's a learning. If you're used to Floyd Roses, the Kalers are definitely a learning curve. You got to get.
They're a little bit softer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really like them too much because I like the.
I'm more the Floyd Rose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You stick with the Floyd Rose.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're more solid and they're just, what I mean?
way.
They're more, I don't know, just the feel about it.
They're set up completely different. So if you played Floyd Rose all your life and you go to a Kaler, you're fucking gonna be lost.
Yeah.
Really?
You're gonna have to sit down and fucking learn how to play it
It's too
again.
soft. It's too fucking.
Yeah, because I
it's weird.
barely figure out the fucking Floyd Rose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like go on the internet and then
Even the way you string it, it's completely different. So it's just something that you would have to relearn if you're gonna go to a Kaler.
Right. So it's gonna be another head breaking fucking situation.
Not really head breaking, but it's just gonna take you a minute to get comfortable with it. That's what I think.
Yeah, because it has two tiny little springs,
Yeah.
and the fucking tremolos in between the strings as opposed to on the edge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the fucking springs on the regular Floyd, they're like 3 of them,
Right.
big ass springs.
Big ass heavy duty
I even fucking,
motherfucker.
how they come like this? I had to put them straight for the 56 gauge and then screw the things in so it could fucking be leveled. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're gonna use 56 gauge strings, you might as well put it on a fixed bridge anyway, because you're gonna fuck your guitar up. That's the way I see it. Like I have a fixed bridge, because there would be it's gonna be too much for that guitar. Those strings are like meant for 7-string guitars and shit like that.
But it sounds great, eh?
That's what matters at the end of the day, right?
No, for real. You hit that E. You know what I mean?
Then fucking put 2 quarters underneath your fucking bridge. Then
Yeah, so that's basically that's like my pride and joy right there. And my wife bought me that for Father's Day.
It's a good wife, dude.
She knows the key to the heart. She's like, okay.
What kind of drums do you play, Hector?
I got a Tama. I started off with the Remo, dude, and that drum set was bought for me by Band Burial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's how we got to play with when we opened up for Cannibal at the Whiskey, dude. You know what I mean? Because at the time, fucking, it was a Pearl, a 5-piece.
Yeah.
So, fuck it, dude. They decided to fucking get me a Remo, dude. And I believe they got that in Anaheim.
Mm.
And it's a Aquarian Remo. It was 2 bass drums and back then I was like, wow, I didn't even know the fucking Remo made that shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, those are the cannons, dude. You know what I mean? That's how we recorded petrification with those things.
And he knows like how to set his fucking bass drums to where like they fucking just cut through. He doesn't rely too much on triggers. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of cool. Triggers,
because it sounds like they're triggered, but they're not.
Yeah. Triggers are cool, especially like we were talking about soundman. If the soundman fucking your sound, they can't touch it if your sound's all triggered. But the way he tunes his fucking drums is just it's crisp. But you think like, damn.
Because these guys are so loud, bro. So with those pogs, I could hear. At least I could hear the click.
So what are you doing different to your drums?
What's your secret?
He just fucking
don't give a secret, but what are you doing? Don't give secrets here, man.
What's the recipe to your menudo, man?
Home Depot.
He just fucking hits.
Carpet glue.
Our old drummer hit fucking hard as fuck.
And fucking,
he even hits harder.
They're just pogs at 50 cents, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're fucking $45. I mean, they're like $25, dude, for the drum marks or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll fall off, dude. And,
No
you know
shit.
What I mean? Yeah. So once they fall off, then get the carpet glue. You know what I mean? Just make sure your heads are new.
MacGyver shit.
Like that carpet, you see what I'm saying? They didn't fall off. You know what I mean? And then there you go. Then that's what I was trying to tell you to do at the club yesterday. I'm all, if you could remove that bass drum, then believe me, then we're annihilated. At least some bass drum sound. You know what I mean? But
Well, what's your dream drum set? That's always like a hard one for everybody, man.
He's like, what the fuck?
I don't know, dude, because I got 3 sets right now. I picked up a silver one. I just need to find the other fucking bass drum. But if I didn't lose the rack, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I picked that up because he had the double bass pedal. So it's either I invest in the double bass pedal or invest. I seen a set right now, dude. It's a Pearl. It's got the rack. It's got all the cymbals. He wants $1,200 for it. So I already
shit.
put an offer on it. Give him $1,000 for it.
Yeah.
I gotta get a fucking credit card. Get in and go. Let's go.
That's it, right?
And then fucking boom. You know?
I always like Pearl because I have one personally. But I've always liked Pearl for the same reason. Mick Harris. It's always fucking. That's what basically. And back in the days, I'd use a little fucking like a little boombox, and when a drummer, I would put it right in front of his bass drum. With that fucking those Pearl drums, it just sounds so fucking badass. I would hear it the rehearsal later, and you could hear that fucking tap of the bass drum, like if it's mic. So that's the reason,
They carry their tone a little bit longer, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like about those things. I knew a guy who had a Mapex,
Yeah.
and he had the aquarium skins on it. Man, that's the best fucking Omar.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, that motherfucking drum set was a shit,
Yeah,
dude.
I played one of those before, dude.
Those are fucking
Evans
bad.
or Aquarians.
Yep.
Fuck.
And one of our other friends had the Flam.
Yeah.
Fucking
And the Kevlar head.
yeah, fuck, that shit was
The
cutting,
floating
dude.
with the floating snare.
That shit, the fucking snare itself would just fucking punch through everything out there, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a tom snare?
Yeah, with the tom snare, the longer ones.
It's just a tom, dude, and they put a fucking chain.
Yeah.
The snare thing.
It's
on
almost
it.
like the ones
So
for.
it goes, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
I don't know. I saw some shit on YouTube, dude, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's a snare tom. They call it a snare tom.
A snare tom?
Yeah, all they do is put the chain from the snare
Yeah.
on the tom.
That's crazy.
It's mimicking the marching band type.
It sounds
Yeah,
fucking
I
crazy.
like those marching snares.
Yep.
They're sick.
Yep.
Tommy Lee used those. I was always wondering, like, what the fuck does a snare look like a goddamn tom? It's marching snares, dude.
Yeah.
Those things are just like crack.
Yep. Fucking Marcos used to use that shit,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck, that shit was bad, dude.
It
It
fucking-
was off to the side, but it was like, fuck yeah,
It would
dude.
piss the fucking sound guy off like something terrible. Because
He didn't
every
mic
time
it.
he hit it, dude, fucking it.
He would have mic'd that shit, dude.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he picked it up from the fucking cymbal mics, dude. It's like, fuck that.
And like amp wise, I have a fucking I use Carbon, a 400 water back from those fucking Tolex,
Yeah.
and just run a fucking.
Is that tube or solid state?
No, I run a power amp, a Carbon DCM 2000 because before I used one
Preamp.
that was only like a fucking 500, and it would fucking clip. The power amp would clip because I already have basically my EQ set up in my pedal board. The only difference is I use like a little preamp, like a BBE, and a sonic maximizer, and that's it.
There you go.
Fuck.
The old school
So
song
it's just like,
maximizer, dude.
and the thing I think that's is very different because I don't see anybody really doing. I use a neck humbucker on the fucking guitar. That's what gives it that fucking change, just like that bolt or fucking
Yeah.
just because a lot of people use the bridge, but
Well, you remember Menso, no? I mean Mensa. Okay, remember his upside down rack? Fucking, that'd be my dream rack.
Oh, there you go, dude.
I found one. He wants like $1,200 just for the rack, you know.
No
But
shit.
the thing is, you know what I
Is
mean?
it
Fuck, just
Gibraltar?
to set it up at a fucking place.
Yeah.
Either you headline or
Yep.
fucking, because you know what I mean.
You need a whole crew for that shit, dude.
know what right?
You need a Home Depot crew there, dude.
what are the cabrones?
You got to be setting that shit up in the van while you're on the way to the gig.
Yeah,
and
no shit.
Yeah,
Fuck,
dude,
you,
exactly.
need, you don't need a van, you need a truck
Yeah,
for
exactly.
that shit, dude.
I have an interesting Jackson story. So the first Jackson guitar was made for Randy Rhoads.
Fuck.
That was the
Crazy.
first. That was the first one. It's the one with the little pinstripe on it.
Yeah.
And my buddy's guitarist, his stepdad painted for Grover Jackson. He was a painter. So
Shit,
all the
that's
fucking crazy paint jobs on all the famous guitars, he's the one that did it.
Yeah.
So the first guitar went out to Rhodes, and it didn't have a name on the headstock. And they're like, "Oh, dude, we forgot to put the fucking name on it." So he got a pinstripe brush and wrote Jackson on it, and that's been the logo ever since. So that logo was made from a little tiny pinstripe
crazy.
brush. 5 minutes before they shipped it out.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that Scott?
yeah, Scott
What guitar is that?
Jackson guitars.
No, but the model. I mean,
It was the first model was a half flying V.
Yeah.
The Randy Rhoads guitar. He did that one, and he did the polka dot.
is
one.
it on videos?
It's on everything. It's his most famous guitar.
No way.
Yeah.
You know where he picks them up?
Yeah.
Is that one?
There's a polka dot one there.
No, it wasn't the polka dot one. It was the
Stripe.
gray, with the stripe on it. But that was the first Jackson guitar ever made, and then he's the one that put the pinstripe.
No way.
logo on it. Yeah,
What are you playing?
Vocals.
he's a vocal. So what kind of mics you like?
He's
Well,
like,
I don't know shit about gear.
SM58.
So,
he's gonna go winger.
He shows up.
With the fucking headset.
I've just had the same mic for like 10 years. It's a Sennheiser or whatever that brand is.
No shit.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get one that has an on-off switch because it doesn't have. It's like $100 extra for a fucking switch.
Like, you know, my ass really itches right now.
But yeah, I mean,
It's like, I think that bitch gave me crabs last night. What are you itching?
Fucking, I want to get me a Madonna
I got a
headset.
Samson mic
There you go.
as well.
No,
that
I mean, I'd be
picked up
talking
with
too
a
much. You
fucking
guys are fucking saying.
little board that I bought to just do a show in my backyard or whatever. But
Keep a mic away from me.
yeah. But that shit's already fucked up. The screw that holds in the fucking jack.
Oh.
So I don't know how the fuck that happened. So
No shit, dude.
when we started, I fucking brung that to practice and was like, dude, you know, fucking, what the fuck? It was like, let's take a break. Let me turn the shit up. Pull the whole fucking jack out.
Fuck.
Like,
You
the
like
Sennheiser's still going fine.
Yeah, those are actually those are some. The AKG and Sennheiser to me have always been the top mics. SM58s are cool, but those two have always.
Yeah, I
been
do
the
want to.
fucking
I
thing.
do want to upgrade, but you know, I don't know shit about them, so I'm just gonna say, well, which one's more expensive? I don't try that.
If you're doing pig vocals and death metal vocals, yeah, SM57.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to sing for Turn of the Gear, so that's the one I preferred. Because we had, for some reason, they had fucking mics for days. They had a SM58, they had the SM57s. I always liked the SM57 because I could just cup that motherfucker and
right. Get in there.
gore out.
So you don't play any instruments?
No, I don't have the patience to learn that shit. I took a fucking classical guitar class and the fucking teacher was going so goddamn slow. I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
Hey, does that shit
Teach
really
me
work?
another lesson.
Like when you hear James, you know, say, la 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 la. Does that work?
I don't do none of that.
I know. I'm just saying that. You ever seen that shit?
My vocal background
headphones like going, la, 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 la,
is
la.
copying Saturday morning cartoons. Hey, Scoob! And just mimicking shit. And then when death metal got into my ears, that's what I was trying
You
to
know,
do. So
I was trying to look for my bag yesterday with sticks, and then this kid was there with a little pad, dude.
all warming up or what?
I don't know, dude. You don't see that Lombardo doing that shit.
Warming the
Walking
fuck
around, fucking, you know what I mean? Like Paul's gonna get one of these, you know.
you need one of them rubber pads,
it's
bro.
What was the old school way? Like a phone book and some sticks,
A pillow?
some pillow.
Yeah, that's what my home.
I play guitar at home, dude.
That's enough for the wrist action.
Hey, what other kind of music you guys listen to other than metal?
Fuck. I grew
Those
up on
Bookies?
Los Freddy's and shit.
Corridos?
What's that one fucking song?
Yeah, I listen to Corridos Narcos.
Es la boa.
Neta, man.
I grew up on that, you know.
Fucking Negra Tomasa.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Traditional
Masa,
Mexican
masa,
music.
masa.
Mano chao. Mano negro.
El negro estaba rabanoso.
Hey, so
In my house, she's my boss is on Broadway. Come on.
Well, when my musical career started, Metallica late. I was listening to fucking Kill 'Em All when Black Album was out, and then just kind of got heavier from there. I mean, yeah, I listened to the fucking grunge and shit like that, and Panteras and Sepulturas, and then Cannibal Corpse worked its way in there, and 6 Feet Under. So vocally, initially, my interest was Chris Barnes' vocals. No, obviously, I don't know. I don't think I sound like him a whole lot, but that's
You don't sound
That's
like
what
him.
I was trying to. That's what I was trying to fucking mimic when I started doing it. And a big thing for vocalists is everyone thinks, you're just making noise. And I don't know if you guys seen. There's a YouTuber guy. I don't want to put names out there, but he recently did a couple videos
was
where he
it
goes
Greg
around.
Dines or something?
Yeah, Jared Dines.
Jared Dines or
And he went out there like, to prove vocals aren't that easy. He's like, hey, do your best metal scream, and everyone's like, and you're like,
It's an art, man.
so it's not that hard. And then he talks to a couple of guys that are like, been doing it for years, and they're like, and fucking, I don't know. For me, it came naturally, but I did have the beginnings of when you try to do it and you get that fucking itch in your throat and you cough. But other than that, that's the only problem I ever had in attempting to do vocals.
You didn't do the lean or none of that shit?
No.
Clear them out?
No. Yeah, I never had, I'm a shy guy too, but I never, like, when did my first shows and first band, I had my back to the crowd. But other than that, I never had any,
I'm glad I had a big set.
butterflies.
You can hide behind a drum set, right?
Yeah, that's what's cool.
So maybe I never had a big enough crowd. I don't fucking know. It's like, oh, there's 2 more people in here than last time. I'm gonna fucking take a shit.
Well, if you could just drink some liquid pop there.
Exactly.
Oh, that's definitely good for the nerves.
Oh yeah. My first band, my
Or
drummer
hot
would
damn.
have to down
That's where you had the mics.
a fifth with a bottle of Coke or some shit before we went inside, and he fucking like, damn, dude.
I tried that peppermint. Oh no, it was like a fucking weird
Snaps.
hot damn. Yeah, bro, it's like hot damn. Oh, that shit killed.
No shit, dude.
I could probably fucking eat a big ass cheeseburger down that and be like,
Like Cat Williams, it goes down like candy.
So we were talking. I asked you a question outside, and I wanted you guys to think about it. Like, how do you think that the kids that are into the new wave of metal today would perceive our music from the '90s and our death metal music? What do you?
they're probably, some of them are oblivious to it because they're like, what the fuck is it?
Wearing the shirt but don't know shit.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some out there that are wearing
Some
the
kids
shirt
out
and they
there
know what
that-
the fuck they're talking about.
That definitely know what's up,
Yeah,
because
probably more than me.
and it's crazy because when I first, like I said, when I was in death metal,
I mean, they're going backwards. They're going like, they want the old, you know what I mean? Like, when I was growing up, wait, Kick's not gonna, now I go back and look for Kicks, you know what I mean? Or fucking, what do you call it? Dangerous Toys, dude. Remember Dangerous Toys and whatnot? Nowadays, these kids are not going for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going back for like Nuclear Assault and whatnot, you know what I mean?
it's like a retro thrash kind of shit, and like a lot of
It's weird, yeah.
a lot of emphasis when I first put the Facebook out, for Cangrena. A lot of emphasis I put, and it was a message to these newer bands. It's like, dude, first of all, you got to look at the fucking roots at what started. There wasn't just like, there's death metal bands. It's a scene, that just happened. I always make an emphasis and make it clear. Look, you gotta realize that there was an OG death metal scene back from fucking.
I mean, it'd be like our parents. I'll go back to the Beatles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back all the way to 87, 86. It's like, okay, how many fucking of terrorized Red Hoover Park?
And now I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
No shit, huh?
Well, I'm starting late. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Because I was,
I always tell people, look, you got to look at the fucking bands that started this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Los Angeles death metal scene.
A lot of stuff in the old days was like Chris introduced me to death metal. The first CD he showed me was a fucking Meat Shits. I fell in love with the cover. There's pussy on the fucking cover. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. He goes, yeah, you ever heard a fucking 30-second death metal song? I'm like, I was in love with that shit, dude. But you don't have that anymore. Now you're relying on fucking internet or fucking Facebook to tell you what to like.
I think the problem is that a lot of that music was all underground. I mean, real underground, where they had probably like a demo tape or anything.
Yeah, you took pride in finding that shit.
Like, Anal Blast, come on.
Back in the days of tape trading.
Yeah, well, I just talked about tape trading last week.
Anal leakage.
That's not happening anymore.
It's not happening anymore, but a lot of that music's lost. A lot of that music's lost and on the wayside. So like when you mentioned all those bands like Bubonic Plague, I haven't thought about Bubonic Plague since the fucking 90s.
I still have their fucking nauseous and all their demos. Because like I said, it's a fucking honor that the band got to play with all those established bands.
Yeah,
and it's something we never forget because that's basically our roots.
And it was such a small community where you could actually do that. Like if you get a rapper nowadays, they can't play with fucking Little Kim or whoever the fuck they can't do what we did.
Yeah, exactly. And basically
that might be because of saturation.
Yeah,
I mean you got like 400 bands in one neighborhood that want to play with fucking DSI.
Yeah,
or whoever the fuck, and they're just like, no, we just want to get these guys.
No, you don't. I haven't heard.
We know what the fuck they are, and we're just.
That's what you used to say in my neighborhood. Dude, have you heard of the band? Well, what bands, dude? I was in the black, they cover Black Sabbath. You know what I mean? But
Like you have bands like Greater Than Fleek that just are like horrible fucking Led Zeppelin knockoffs, you know.
But they're fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean
they're the shit.
We put up that post, right, and then we just got all kinds of shit for it.
Yep.
Like, what are you talking about? They're the answer to the fucking Lord.
The answer.
Like, no, they're not.
We've been praying for a day like this. That shit, Dick.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, we do things like that to invoke conversation and invoke thought. But like I said, all that music, like fucking, I can't find Entity on YouTube. You know, I can't find all these fucking great. And I think with that being lost, these kids think that death metal was a certain way.
Yeah,
You know, there was more. There was more than Cannibal Corpse. There was more
definitely.
Than Deicide.
Definitely. And that's the thing that fucking, you know, Florida gets recognized all the time.
Yeah.
But fucking Los Angeles never gets recognized, you know.
And they had a bigger scene.
Oh yeah, you know, you have fucking bands like
You know why?
Terrorizer.
You know why? That's the thing. That even though they got rid of fucking Chris Barnes, it's the history.
Mm-hmm.
They've been together. That's what counts.
Yeah.
If you have a band that you don't have your fucking members and this and that, I mean, you know what I mean? You better be fucking good to be switching members. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like Death. No matter what, each album, fantastic, no?
Yeah.
In its own sense, you know what I mean?
But the other thing too is you don't have the record shops like you used to, where you go like fucking Dark Realm. You can't go to Dark Realm
besides
and
Amoeba.
talk about music. Yeah,
Just Amoeba. That's the only place left.
You get some hipster fucking telling you about music and shit. You're like, get the fuck out of here, dude. But like, you go to Dark Realm and fucking Rick's behind the counter and he'll fucking tell you about new shit coming out, dude. You talk to you.
Right.
You don't have that anymore.
That's why I found out about Bometel. Remember Bometel?
Yeah.
That's the shit. You
I
know?
went in there and I'm like, what is that? I want that CD. Because I was going to get something else. You know, I'm like, what is that you're listening to?
Yep.
And so he's busting shit that they busted out. That they, you know.
Yep, exactly, man.
And I'm like, I want that, dude. You know?
And that carries through.
I buy two, but I don't know. You know.
Exactly, and that carries through all kinds of music.
Yeah.
Okay, even like hip hop with Boggle, we say the same thing about fucking hip hop. You know, it's happening in fucking death metal. It's happening in fucking punk. You don't hear that no more, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta rely on people like Chris.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you know what? Right now, though, what's going on is you got Be Real and you got Everlast and you got Psycho and Jack from Psycho Realm.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that shit? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're getting boom.
Breaking it out.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And keeping it, you know, and keeping it Slayer too. You know what I'm saying? You seen that interview fucking in Europe?
No, I didn't.
And it's Sendog and fucking and DJ Muggs, see? And then Dave's right there, standing right there. He goes, "Hey, that's Dave Lombardo right there."
I did see that one.
You
I
see
did see that one. Yeah.
You talk to their
All
neighbors.
Southgate, man.
Well,
All Southgate.
yeah, right. And then their neighbors, you know what I mean?
Don't forget they had Meloman Ace too.
Well, you know, without
Then Dog's brother.
But it doesn't matter. They still had the Eagle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't no fucking, you know what I mean? I mean, now he's in jail for life. I mean,
So how do you think you guys will? How do you think your music will be perceived by a younger generation that doesn't know the history of their own music that they're into?
I mean, I think definitely the hooks are there. You know what I mean? The hooks. We're not playing fucking at 1,000 miles an hour, trying to fucking be. Oh, and that's another thing. Like when I solo on certain songs, I hold back too much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because for the same reason, I don't want to be fucking playing a solo on every goddamn
sweeping
song.
everything.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta let him rip her like a fart, dude. Just let him rip.
Yeah. Well, cause see, that's the thing too. Like, Morbid Angel is badass, but fuck, there's a solo on every fucking song,
Yeah.
which is cool for them. But I always wanted to be different. And I was like, nah, I wanna fucking make sure the song gives the song justice.
I think only Rapture's good in the song.
You know? Yeah. But
Rapture's bad.
you know what I'm.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? I hold back a lot because
You could do that for a cover.
I don't want the solos all to sound the fucking same.
Yeah.
If you look at two of the songs, one of the songs called "Infested Deceased" and "Cryogenically Suspended," the solos are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
One solo is more like, you know, tapping, and the other solo is more Middle Eastern style. With,
Yeah.
You know, that's what just like the songs. I want all the songs to be different.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to solos too, I'm not gonna put it in. Maybe it'll be like a little rhythm solo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna put it in unless you know, I feel that it's like, okay, I don't.
It's necessary.
Necessary.
Hey, what were you doing?
It sounds. You know, I don't want it to sound all the fucking same that from the last song that I just did.
I had a conversation with Pazuzu from Nema on the Nema podcast, and I always said that I liked the song that they put out because the solo was such a tease.
Yeah.
And they wrote the solo to serve the song, not the song to serve the solo.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the problem with a lot of the gent music, and that's why probably I can't get into it, is because
the whole song's a solo.
The whole song's a fucking solo.
The whole song's a fucking arpeggio. You know.
Yeah, it's a straight.
That explains why, you know, you pull out a CD, you listen to that song, and then, you know, and then you can't listen to the. Yeah, exactly.
Like what? For example, there's one band that fucking has always been another big time influence in Idol's Brutality from Florida.
Yeah.
Their first fucking album, Screams of Anguish. God damn. I mean, you talk about a band that combine. This is like the formula that I like. They're combining brutality. You know, they got the slow parts, they got the fast parts, but then they just fucking add so much atmosphere. You know, one of the intros is just like, it sounds literally like an orchestra. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these guys, fuck. I mean, they're just the way they approach those songs on that album. You're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like they have it all. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what basically I like doing as far as with the songs. Oh no, wait a minute. Let this song. This is, you know, if you fucking don't have the title for the song, or fucking, you're like, okay, wait a minute, this is a Napalm song. No, wait a minute, this is the Suffocation song. Wait a minute, no, this is the Little Godflesh song.
A lot of people worry about that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so much like so and so. Sounds like the Wookiees on grindcore.
You know, we were just such fucking ghetto fucking kids. I mean, we're from LA, you know, and it's like, I always wanted, when I wrote a song, I was always like, I could picture a slow pit, people throwing up gang signs in the pit. That's the songs I wrote.
What do you guys think of those Marinators?
The what?
The Marinators, it's fucking crazy. There's this band from, I think they're from Guadalajara. Fucking, you look at them and they look like total like dudes playing fucking in a.
Like you're gonna do corridos, like corridos.
Like full on sombreros, checkered fucking shirts.
Why is that style? You know what I mean?
Oh, and they play death metal, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know the name of their band.
Marinators, the fuckers go off though.
They're like, fucking sick. They're fucking. And they dress up like fucking mariachis, dude.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
There's another band that's on YouTube.
La habitación La Chocolata y aquí y la canción así.
There's another band on YouTube called Aslan. Fuck, their video was badass, dude. Like,
yeah,
totally dressed like the other Los Muertos with the fucking cross bullet belts, the hat.
Yeah.
But their just approach is like, damn, you know what I mean? And then another influence is definitely, of course, the Mexican death metal scene. You know,
yeah,
bands like Cenotaph, Hardware, bands that are just that fucking. You know, there's never gonna be bands like that again. You know, with that originality. And that's where I draw a lot of influences from. Like, damn.
Yeah. You
know, especially Cenotaph or Hardware. They mix. I seen these guys fucking play live, and you got fucking 2 guitar players and one of them switching off with the keyboards, and it's like, fuck, you never see that. You know what I mean? Maybe Nocturnus, maybe like Nocturnus, like one of those old school bands.
Yeah, with the drummer singer.
Yeah, but fuck, dude, you know, that's
Phil Collins.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'll never shut up. They give me one of those.
We definitely draw. Cangrena definitely draws influences from fucking A to Z. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know?
So when we bring that to the table, it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? Okay, dude, let's do your song. Let's do his song. Let's do my song. It's gonna be a fucking level that, it's gonna definitely push it beyond, what other bands are doing. Like I said, they're more preoccupied. Oh, well, let's see how many beats per minute we get. You know what I mean?
Like how many notes I could put in this bar?
Yeah, you know what I mean. We're not concerned about that. What we're concerned is that the fucking song is brutal. It gets people moving and grab them by the jugular. You know what I mean? I mean, we could write chaotic shit too. We could write technical shit, but as long as we make it sound catchy and people are like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And I think that, like I said, that's what I noticed about the band in the first place when I first heard them. Like, damn, you know what I mean? They had people fucking just getting into it, you know what I mean? Just that total LA vibe, you know?
And I think what made LA special is that like I said, it was a community, but everybody was like different. Every band was different.
Exactly. Exactly my fucking point. That every band, you got Cancerous Factor, total fucking badass band that sounded like, you know, a little bit of Godflesh and all kinds of shit mixed. Then Excruciating Terror, total crustcore, fucking, then Nausea, fucking Entity, you know, Dominion, Demolition. They had the fucking 4 or 5 minute songs, but they were badass. And one thing I noticed about a band like Mind Rot, these motherfuckers would have a song that was like 5-8 minutes long. But the thing with them is that they're only the only type of band that could do that, because it was just like a trance, you know what I mean? You wouldn't get bored of it.
Yeah.
It's
It
just
didn't
like,
feel like 8 minutes.
fuck, you know,
It doesn't feel like 8
exactly,
minutes.
you know what I mean?
They wrote it right.
It drew you
exactly.
in. It really drew you in.
It's like, fuck, these guys could have 10-minute songs, but they could get away with that because that was their fucking, you know, just the influences they draw from the band, you know, just everything they put into it. It's like, fuck, it's totally different.
Yeah.
You know, just like Dystopia, it's like, fuck, dude. You know, they got the melodic parts, but then they bust out a song like Slave Chains that just sounds like something an LA band would do, a total fucking
backstabber.
mosh anthem. You're like, fuck.
You got songs like Backstabber that just has just straight fucking heavy riffs.
Yeah,
dude.
you know, and that's you know, that's basically
Baxter?
who we we idolized, you know, bands like that.
Yeah.
And we definitely keep that tradition, but then some, push it more to a point where, like, okay, we've never done something like that. People wouldn't expect it. Like, damn, you know what I mean?
I think people are more worried about, you know, like fitting in than being afraid to do something new.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to go away, especially with this kind of music, because I hear like, and I hate to keep bashing on it, but I hear a bunch of djent bands, and if you could play 5 on a fucking shuffle, I would think I was listening to the same fucking band.
Yeah, and that's the problem. you know, and that's the problem with a lot of bands too, that are gore grind, whatever. They're just blasting and blasting and blasting.
Same formula.
You know, it's okay for them, but you know, I don't want to bore people and put people to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, slam.
Case in point, we played a show at the fucking Anti Club, and the band before us, badass band, fucking, you know, real technical. But that day they were just going overboard with playing technical, and people were just fucking falling asleep. You know what I mean? They're just like,
they're playing for themselves usually, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You don't play for the crowd.
Don't get me wrong. They're
This
a badass
is my
band.
cock I'm rubbing here.
They're a badass. They're a
There's not
badass.
too many people that want to go up and see a show and see technicalities.
Yeah,
They want to go fucking have fun, dude.
They're a badass band, but they just went overboard.
It's like throw some of those not so technical shit.
You know?
It's like, are you gonna play? Are you gonna play music for other guitar players, or you can play music for fans?
Like,
So-
dumb it down for me, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
by the time we came on after them at the Anti Club, and fuck, it was when I wish I had on tape, because it was a crazy shit. Like, a couple people came up to me, like, they're like, dude, even when you guys stopped to fucking, you know, in between songs, people were fucking still slamming and going ape shit. I'm like, fuck. And that's what, you know, that's where the formula for us is. It's just grab you by the fucking jugular and make you move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't throw up at the show, did you?
No.
No, it's before the show.
Before the show, that's right.
Yeah.
Clear out the bowels.
So that's been the formula of the band, you know.
Good shit, dude.
You know, whether it's okay, well, let's do this song with the bass distorted. No, wait a minute, let's do this next song with the bass clean. You know, so
You guys keep it old school.
pretty much. But like I said, with the modern edge, like I said, the new material will definitely fucking be like, oh,
I do.
shit.
You know, I'll rip off here and there and this and that, and they won't know. You know what I mean?
The material will definitely be like, oh shit, you know, this.
Like a lot of the
happens.
endings in Petrification, there's one ending is from Spirit in Black, Slayer. You know what I mean? They go
Yeah, so
Little secrets,
you know, the new
yeah.
material definitely be.
Scooter bar.
People trip out. They're like, "Oh shit!" You know, it's a different realm. You know,
Yeah.
Because of course the band has to progress. You know,
Yeah, exactly. So you have any upcoming shows?
at the moment, no. We're just rehearsing to get the material real tight. You know, and
Rehearsing.
we're just taking it from there. But we do like hopefully,
fucking merch.
hopefully in a year from now, we definitely been talking about going to the, for all of you Mexicans,
You
to the fucking
Mexicans.
motherland,
Well, I can't say
DF. That's
Fuck yeah, dude.
that's a fucking dream for me, because as long as I've known, if you're gonna play DF, you gotta be fucking brutal as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people will just devour your ass.
Yeah.
So our other vocalist out, he's working on that for us to hopefully get flown out and play DF, because fuck, that's like,
There's some other side of the country.
that's
Shit.
that to
Yeah,
me
works too.
That to me is a fucking a fucking, it's gonna be like a roller coaster, you know what I mean? Something emotional.
Yeah.
Because that's like, fuck, dude.
Well, I know a few people that played there, dude, and they're like, that's a whole different fucking crowd. Dude.
Yeah,
It's a fucking scary fucking crowd. is
Yeah,
what it is.
exactly.
And not just that, but you get a crowd. You actually get a lot of fucking people to go to these things,
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta fucking bring your best. You gotta be fucking brutal as
Yep.
fuck. So I was talking to the guys from Entity, and they told me, "Fuck, dude, that shit was fucking brutal."
Yeah.
So we gotta be in that realm and be fucking on our game when we go there. So that's something I'm really looking forward to,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that's a dream to come true to me, and it's like, fuck, dude.
But if you do your right job, they'll treat you like fucking Metallica, dude. Serious shit.
You talk about pressure. You talk about fucking thrown under the fucking bus. That for me is gonna definitely, and that's what I like. That's why, I'm the type of person. We're all fucking humble motherfuckers, Like me, I personally look at myself like mentally. That's what I always think was like, I grab myself and picture
Yeah.
myself throwing me against the wall. Well, come on, motherfucker. Let's see what you have in that fucking piece of shit heart you so-called have, you know what I mean? And that pushes me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're all, that's the thing with all the musicians from Los Angeles, especially in the LA scene. You got fucking just loads of talent, dude.
Yeah.
And like he plays guitar. I fucking have actually completed a CD, playing everything: bass, vocals, drums, guitar.
Don't leave him out.
Yeah. I did vocals in a couple of things, man.
You know what I mean? Oh well,
He can make a mean batch of Kool-Aid, that guy.
God damn it, add the sugar.
He definitely.
We always have work.
He definitely. When
I'll draw you a picture, god damn it.
when I contacted David to try out for the band, I knew I had I had butterflies in my stomach. I knew he was gonna fucking fit like a glove, because as soon as he belted out those fucking songs without even knowing any of them or the lyrics, bam. So when we reunited again, he's the first person I fucking called. I go, hey, let's do this shit again.
Oh, yeah,
I was
dude.
like, okay, let's do it.
So like I said, there's so much fucking talent, like and like I said, I'm always the type of person like, like I'll give you an example. My wife pissed me off one day, and she's like, well, you're not a drummer. I was fucking fuming. You know what I mean? Fuming fucking to the point where like I was so pissed that she said that. Boom. Next thing you know, I recorded it at the same place. I'll give you guys a copy whenever I kind of got one at home. It's called Sal Slasher. Basically, I did these 2 songs for horror simulation called Heretic Horror, where people actually get waterboarded, tossed, and shit. But if she wouldn't have said that, it wouldn't have pushed me to that next level, to where I'm actually doing this, I heard the fucking CD recording, when I mixed it, I was like, oh, fuck, okay. Let me hear the fuck ups. I'm ready to hear how badly I fucked up.
Yeah.
But nope, it came out. I'm like, fuck, and the guitar wise too. I'm always trying to push myself. Like, okay.
So we just gotta get your wife to keep on calling you a drummer.
Saying I'm not a drummer.
You're not a
guitar
You don't
player.
play guitar.
That's
What
the biggest argument.
What the fuck? All these guitars.
Well, that's what I hear in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Fucking over here with the reboot jamming on, and like, you know what I mean? Well, dude, that's a drummer,
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's better than slapping around.
That's all.
All right, so where can our fans find you at?
We got a Cangrena Facebook. And then we're on Instagram, OG Cangrena. So
All those links will be found on the website or the description of the podcast.
yeah, on Cangrena Facebook, it's the first logo that pops up. You'll see it. It's a green logo. So
And spell out Cangreja for our fans.
Cangrena.
Cangrena.
It's actually
Cangrene.
supposed to be with the G.
That means you gotta open your eyes to see.
It's supposed to be with a G, but we spell it with a C. So it's CANGRENA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that way our fans can find you, because you gotta think of Chris. He can't spell for shit.
No, I can't.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm writing a book too. Ain't that a bitch?
A big shout out to
Spell check. Thank you.
Canonos from Nema for
Hell yeah.
hooking it up.
Making this happen.
You know, you could get gangrene by, you know how you rub a knife on shit? Mm-hmm. Then you stab something, you get gangrene, right?
Yeah.
What you could do is just with fucking an onion, you know that?
Yeah.
Or a couple of guitars and drum and.
Well, it's better than smelling like shit, you know what I mean?
Or dirty ass guitar strings too, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Or you could just have diabetes.
Yeah, that works.
What? No way.
I'm working on it.
What do you got to go do that? You bite them?
You just get any cut, and
Yeah.
it doesn't heal. It just fucking goes rotten.
Yeah.
I sent one of you guys 2 samples of the songs that we have in the
I got
studio.
it.
So you could post them up too on La Clika
No, but
Podcast.
I mean, if you want to do it to somebody, though, is what I'm saying.
So they can check it out. It's I believe it's Abrupt Gestation, which is a Catalepsy cover, and then Cannibal Abduction, which is one of our own. So it's
Okay.
professionally recorded in the studio.
You'll be able to find it at www.laclicapodcast.com.
Under the free music section on our website.
So thanks for coming out, guys.
Thank you, man, for
We
having us.
appreciate it,
It's
man.
it's
Thanks
an
for
honor.
everything you guys do.
It's like Clika with a K?
With a K.
Yeah.
Big shout out to my
Can I
boy.
get a sticker? What the fuck?
Yeah, you get stickers.
Yeah, look.
There's some right there in front. We got more back here.
It's with a C, but
Big
without
shout
a
out to
C.
my boy Marcelo from Lepra, Nema. You know, I want to dedicate this
I'm
to
gonna
all
blast this
the
shit at home. Yeah.
OG bands: Excruciating Terror, Sarcastic, Death Cult, Saprofit, you know, Bubonic Plague,
Nema.
fucking, you know, all the bands that existed at one point. Because without them, you know, obviously we would not exist. And I want to thank all the heads out there that have been very supportive and actually remember us.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Thanks to all the fuckers that are, you know,
Fuck yeah.
praising
They're the
our-
ones
the
that push you.
Special. I gotta get a shout out to Brujo from Fallen God who got me.
there
into
you
fucking,
go. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, who fucking made
Fallen
me.
God, dude. Fuck, I've heard that name for years.
Fallen God.
Yeah, I used to play bass for them.
Apache.
Apache.
So you Flaco, and this is for Daniel. Rest in peace, my boy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Back with Sal. Come on.
Demolition, Dominion, you know, all the fucking old school heads, everybody that's, you know, always came down to our shows.
Fucking Nema to that.
Never to that.
Hell yeah.
Never do that.
Yeah, you want to close out with a La Clika grindcore riff?
just say you're listening to La Clika Podcast, but in your little voice. Your little.
Hey, vatos locos, la Clika Podcast, come on.com.
There we go. Okay, we're out.
Hell yeah, thanks,
Fantastic.
guys.